What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stephen J, and I'm here with Simply Steve, and we're talking about wrestling: WWE, WWF, UWF, WCW, AWA, ECW, and maybe a little TNA. So there he go already with his phone ringing. As soon as we start the show, he about to be fired. Being hot ain't got nothing to do with your phone ringing. Anyway, so we're gonna jump right up into Monday Night Raw. Talk about. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about last week a little bit, and we're gonna talk about Raw. But start talking about last week because there's a lot of hype about the fact that The Rock made an appearance. They're still talking about The Rock's made his appearance last week on Raw. And basically, what I said last week was that you had a string of bad episodes since the last pay-per-view that basically has sucked. So I saw an article today that says, we don't need The Rock. Well, not we don't need The Rock, but The Rock shouldn't be at WrestleMania, shouldn't host or fight at WrestleMania. Matter of fact, I think someone asked The Rock about being at WrestleMania. He said no because he doesn't want to get injured or whatever.
That's actually not what he said, or maybe it's new. But back when I saw something about
when was it? Back when?
A couple months ago.
No, this was recently.
Oh well, I'm just saying.
And he says he doesn't want to get injured. Because of whatever, some movie he's got coming or up or whatever. Anyway, so they were saying that WWE ought to look to the future. And if you look at their future, again, I said it, NXT is the second best show in WWE. SmackDown is weak, I'm sorry. You got those guys, Adrian Neville, I'm a huge fan of his. Two tag teams, I'm a huge fan of theirs. Those other guys, I think the pink guy that wears pink, I think it's Pretty Tony, whatever his name is. But if you look at the young guys that you got in on the main roster now, Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. Let's see, even though Harper is like as old as I don't know what, but you got the Harper family. Of course, you got the Shield. Dolph Ziggler, when he comes back. Daniel Bryan, when he comes back, Wade Barrett,
Roman Reigns.
I said the Shield.
They're not the Shield anymore.
They are the Shield. Still, they still. I'm not naming individuals, so that's why I said the Wyatt family and the Shield. So you have the nucleus of great possibilities. And it all depends. And I'm trying to think. Other than that, I'll throw the Usos in there. And you still have the potential with Ryback becoming something. But other than that, look at what they did to Brodus Clay. Look at what they did to Ryback. Look at what they did to McGillicuddy, Mr. Perfect's son. Look what they did to Zack Ryder. Look at what they couldn't do with Tyson Kidd. What they couldn't do with what's his name? He's actually a really good wrestler. He was with the Nexus, dude from South Africa.
Justin Gabriel.
Look at what they can't do with Heath Slater, Tyson O'Neil, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young. So they had a lot of guys that they couldn't do anything with, and other than the comedic act, like they got stupid Damien Sandow doing. And I'll even throw Cody Rhodes out there. When Cody Rhodes was a single competitor, he was good in the tag team when he was with Ted DiBiase. When he was actually with Damien Sandow, he was good then. But when he was on his own, when he was a natural or he was dashing or whatever, yo, the dude still has some swag winning. And they couldn't do anything with him. I don't know if it's really a Rhodes McMahon beef going on, but they really couldn't do anything with him other than this stupid Stardust thing now.
Well, it was. I mean, they booed him now, but Stardust has been a success.
Not really. Not
when he first came out, people were shocked. It was Cody Rhodes, but after a while, they started to like him, and then that's when they made him go heel.
Well, again, no. Anyway, so.
Hey, that's just your opinion. You gotta think about the whole WWE universe.
Okay, I am thinking about the whole WWE universe and the whole WWE. It ain't. No. They did Ryback wrong because Ryback attacked the fans. You shut up. You know what I'm talking about. So of course nobody likes him because he attacked the fan. Gold Star did not do anything. All they did was beat up the Usos. So they didn't attack anyone whatsoever. They didn't go after the fans. They just beat them. So, I mean, they are basically getting I would say a stale applause. Like, oh, it's Goldust and Stardust. Here they come. Gold Star, they're coming on. Whatever. It's kind of like when Fandango comes out. I don't even know where he's at. He may be hurt. But when he comes out, it's like, oh, I forgot about Cesaro. Another up and coming. But when they come out, it's just like, okay, all right, yeah, we know them, but it's not like generating the boos that John Cena. It's not generating the applause of Roman Reigns. It's not even in between. It's not even less. It's just like, okay, all right, it's that Randy Watson clap. And for those Black Americans out there from coming to America, it's just that type of, all right, whatever. I'm just doing it out of respect. But my point is that the WWE is all about the Benjamins, baby. And it took The Rock for them to get it. Think about it. The Rock made his appearance on Raw. Everybody was tweeting about it, Facebooking about it, Instagramming about it. On everywhere was talking about The Rock making his appearance. Even the media, guys, not wrestlers, basketball players and football players. Oh man, The Rock showed up on Raw last night or whatever. When was the last time someone actually really talked about how good Monday Night Raw was? And Rock was only, I think that whole Rusev thing was probably about maybe 8 minutes. 10 minutes or whatever, or something like that, to get people actually talking about it. So if that's what it takes, that's what the WWE is going to do. But also, think about it. If you got to go back to the Attitude Era to bring The Rock back, because your own face of the company, which is John Cena, cannot generate any excitement, then what do you got right now? What's the product that you're putting out? Then they have to look at themselves and say, hey, look, this is the product that we're putting up. We're putting up John Cena. The fans are pretty much tired of John Cena. We're not doing great. No. The kids like John Cena. Paul Heyman said it last week. The kids like John Cena. The adults don't. Anyway, hold on. Your own face of the company. Yes, of course, if I go there and my son wants a John Cena jersey, I don't like him, but I'm going to buy it for my son. I'm not going to deny my son. So yeah, he's making money. So if your own face of the company can't generate excitement, and he's been the main event for the last 4 weeks on Raw, that nobody's like, Raw suck, man, suck, then you have to reevaluate and say, hey, look, where are we going? Where are we going? Can Daniel Bryan, if he ever comes back before the end of the year, save him right now? You need Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Kurt Angle, Rock, Stone Cold. You need all of them to come back to try to save what's going on right now, because right now it's not working. And they need to fire all the bookers and the writers or whatever who they got doing this feud. The only thing that they got right is the feud between Ambrose and Seth Rollins. That's it. That's it. That's the only feud that they got right. And it's continued. But it's going to have to end sometime, because after a while you don't want it to become stagnant.
Well, hold on. Now, I know it's different people, but you still got the whole Rusev going, not being pinned or having submitted yet, it's still exciting to see, okay, this guy. First we had Big E. All right, Big E. All right, could he do it? No, he couldn't do it. All right, now we got Swagger. Swagger couldn't do it. Now we got Henry. Henry couldn't do it. Now we got Show. Show can't do it.
There's no excitement in that. There is no excitement in that.
Every time someone new comes, they get excited.
No, they get excited because they want to see somebody go against Rusev and put him down.
They want to see him get beat.
Yes. After Big E did it, oh, Big E, he's real powerful. He can do it. He can do it. Big E can do it. No, Jack Swagger, yeah, he's a great white hope. He can do it. He's a real American. And we want to boo Rusev because he's Russian. We want to cheer USA because we're Americans. It didn't help though. Mark Henry. Did we really cheer for Mark Henry?
Yes.
Not really. No, the only time we cheered for Mark Henry is when he put him in the Hall of Fame and put him down. Other than that, it's boring. Now we got the Big Show. Come on. It's the same. It's that cartoon where the character is walking and the background keeps repeating itself every 3 seconds. That's what you have with Rusev right now. Whether it's Mark Henry, Jack Swagger, Big E, or Big Show, it's repeated. It's not getting attention.
It is.
That's why you had to bring. If it's getting attention, then there's no reason for you to bring in The Rock. If it's getting attention, then why bring The Rock in? Thank you. Argument closed. Thank you. You can't answer that. If it's getting attention, then there's no reason for you to bring in The Rock. Thank you. So let's start off with Monday Night Raw. Y'all like the way I shut him down. Like, boy, pick up your face. Here, put it back.
I'm gonna find something. I don't know what. One day I'm gonna shut you down.
Alright, I'll be waiting.
Alright, anyway. So Raw starts off with Dean Ambrose coming out talking about his match with John Cena at Hell in a Cell, talking about he's ready and everything like that. Then Cena comes out, you know, they get into it, talking about you need to get ready. This is the biggest match of your career, whatever like that.
Hold on. Another reason why nobody because Cena does that. CM Punk said it. Who do you think you are?
He's the face of the company.
I know. Again,
he can come out and say that if he wants to. You need to get ready.
But don't come out like you need to. This is the biggest match of your career. Tooting your own horn as if you the second coming of Hulk Hogan.
Well, let's take this back. When Roman Reigns and Randy Orton went off at SummerSlam, that was the biggest match of Roman Reigns' career thus far. Going up against a 12-time world champion. Him and Randy Orton, his accolades, and him beating...
But Randy Orton didn't come out and say, hey, this is the biggest match of your career. I've been to the mountaintop. I've been to the valley.
What's the name?
I've seen the breaking of day.
What's the name said it?
I am the beginning and the end. I am the Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the end. The first and the last. I am he was, who is, and is to come.
Okay.
I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Okay, maybe he may have not said that.
That's how John Cena came out last night against Dean Ambrose. And everybody's just like, what? And I was glad that Dean Ambrose was like, okay, where you been, man? Don't come out here trying to toot your horn as if I'm gonna be, you're trying to intimidate me based off of what you did. And that's, again, why nobody likes Cena, because he did the same thing with Sheamus. He did the same thing with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase when they was part of Legacy. He did the same thing with Daniel Bryan. He did the same thing. He does the same thing.
He may do the same thing, but I'm not saying he's right for what he's doing. But I'm saying he hit the point. Like, this basically, it's like a rookie kind of coming up to him like, look, I'm the face of this company 10 years strong. I've been the face of this company. I've been to the mountaintop 15 times. I know what I'm just saying. I know
you sound like a John Cena fan.
I'm just saying.
But again, who wants to hear that?
I didn't say we had to,
I want to hear.
I didn't say he got to say it every time.
I want to hear. Okay, you want to run with the big dogs? Okay, guess what? This is what I'm gonna do to you. I hope you know what you're getting into, because I'm gonna beat you down. Whatever.
That's a good position for John Cena. Any new coming stars who come up, they got to go through Cena first.
No.
Yes. Cena's the face of the company, and if you want to prove yourself, you want to prove that you're ready for the WWE, you gotta go through me. You gotta go through me. I'm the top dog. I'm number one. I'm the one who represents this company.
Number one, John Cena's not going to do that. John Cena's a superstar. Like I said last week, he rides the wave of the popularity.
Yes,
because he cannot generate his own popularity other than they boo me, they love me, they boo me, they cheer me. No, the kids love you, the adults boo you. So again, Dean Ambrose, he's on the wave right now. So
he just might be superstar of the year.
Let me jump on that wave right now. To include, it's like you're that person like, oh man, he's riding the wave, and I just want to get my face in the picture right now. Oh, now see, I was with him too. Now you can see I'm down because I'm in there now. Oh, okay, Roman Reigns is it now? Oh yeah, here I go. Yeah. Roman Reigns, everybody. Yeah, Roman Reigns. Daniel Bryan, everybody. Here, give it up, Daniel Bryan. Yeah. The Heartbreak King, Shawn Michaels, everybody. Yes, the great Mr. WrestleMania. Yeah. Hulk Hogan, everybody. John Cena, shut up and sit down. Sit down.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. You don't like Cena because he comes in and he rides up the fan base of other superstars. You don't like Cena because you don't want Cena to be the WWE champion because no one wants to see him as champion again. So what is he supposed to do? Just go and just do charities? That's all he's good for?
No, I'll tell you what he should do.
I mean, I think, like I said, him coming up, new rising stars coming up, they gotta go through Cena just to see if they're...
I'll tell you what he ought to do. Change.
We want it, but it's not gonna happen.
Hold on. I ain't even talking about... Even if he doesn't go heel, which everybody wants. Because he tried to go the Stone Colder way. I'm bucking against authority and this, that, and the other. It didn't work. You just didn't believe him. But think about the guys who changed. Stone Cold did. The Rock did. Shawn Michaels did.
Shawn Michaels always been a Heartbreak Kid.
No, I'm talking about changing as far as this is how I am now. Next week I may come out and be somebody else. So I mean, change. We're tired of seeing the same gimmick. It only works for The Undertaker. Well, no, Taker went through his change. He went through the time when he was...
Well, when he came out on the bike, as he was
the biker, and he had to mash for a while. So even Take changed.
Yeah, but you know, we all know him for his little...
Hogan's changed. So, I mean, change.
By change, I mean he went heel, but you know, whatever.
No, again.
He went from red and yellow to black and white.
No, I'm talking about John Cena.
No, you talking about Hulk? I'm talking about Hulk Hogan.
I'm saying Hulk Hogan changed, and please, I think he became even more popular than what he was in the 80s.
Alright, so that's when Stephanie and Triple H come out and they put them in a triple threat tag team match to see if they can cooperate with each other.
Again, how many times? I mean, it was different, but it was still them tagging up. So then they win, and then Triple H changes it. Whereas, and we're gonna talk about, he changes it to where
the contract matches tonight.
Yeah, which I'm like, that's stupid.
Well, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, maybe they're trying to get Cena away. Maybe they figured out something for Brock or something. That's what I was thinking at first.
No, this is what I mean. Randy Orton comes out first and says, I deserve to be in a Hell in a Cell match. I'm as good as Cena. I'm good as Dean Ambrose. I can beat Cena. I can beat Ambrose. Whatever. Both of them can beat Seth Rollins any day of the week. So I deserve whoever wins that match between them. I want to fight the next person. So if Ambrose wins, I want to fight Cena. If Cena wins, I want to face Ambrose.
That's interesting because I thought he was gonna come out and say I deserve the championship match, but so he asked for that.
So I'm like, okay. And for a moment, I was like, okay, I like where this is going because Cena and Ambrose still have that match at Hell in a Cell, and the winner goes on later to face Seth Rollins. But also, the loser, whoever between Cena and Ambrose, faces Randy Orton. I was liking the way that was going until Triple H comes out and changes. Well, no, you're gonna fight for it right now, and the winner is going to face Seth Rollins, and loser is going to face Randy Orton.
The Randy Orton thing was actually after he said that.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. After the tag team match, that's when Triple H and Stephanie came back out and said that they wanted.
That's what I said. You ain't paid. No,
I said. You said Randy Orton came to them and said this, and then Triple H came out. No, Triple H said that after the Triple Threat tag team match.
No, you're missing my point. After he made the tag team match, Randy Orton comes to him and said, "Hey, look, I said that. You need to pay attention."
No, you're confusing it. Look,
the bottom line is, my point is, when Orton said what he said, there was no contract on a pole match yet.
Yes, there was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, there was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, I told you.
No, it wasn't.
After Cena...
Again, no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. If the TV was working, I'd show you. After Cena and Ambrose won the Triple Threat Tag Team match, Triple H came back out and said, tonight you two are going to have the contract match tonight. Then we got...
And then he said... Then they said no. And then they said, oh, the winner's going to face...
No, they didn't.
Randy. All right, whatever. My point is this. I like the way that they were going. And I still believe that I'm right. Even if I'm wrong. Where Orton was going to face whoever at Hell in a Cell. And the match wasn't... The pole match, contract match, wasn't taking place as of yet. But to now scrap that match from Hell in a Cell and the winner face Seth Rollins, which would have made it more interesting, even though it probably was going to be like the first match of the night anyway, to give whoever won a chance to rest. But now you got Randy Orton and John Cena. I don't know how much hype you're going to really build from this, although I will say this. Randy Orton has been getting a lot of heat lately from the fans liking him because he has been putting on some great matches. I will say that. He has been putting on some great matches and the fans have been cheering Randy Orton. Mm-hmm. So, but the Randy...
but surely turning face.
The Randy Orton John Cena match...
we knew it was going to happen.
I don't want to see it because they feuded like so many times. And think about this. And you want to have that comparison, but unfortunately you can't. Let's just go back to the Attitude Era for a second. You had Austin 316, and it blew up the next day. You still had here's Stone Cold and here's The Rock, the Ringmaster, and Rocky Maivia. Austin 316, bam, he's up there. Then you have The Rock. The Rock, they gave him a mic. Okay. Austin 316, still up there. Gave him a mic again. Okay. 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 Bam! They're both neck and neck.
It was until Stone Cold got hurt was when The Rock extended him.
No. The Rock was going to surpass Stone Cold. So whether the Stone Cold got hurt or not, look at the tape. They already said The Rock was just as big as Stone Cold by the time Stone Cold got hurt. So my point is, you had two top guys in the company basically selling out merchandise. Austin 316, the Brahma Bull, The Rock doing what he's doing, Stone Cold doing what he was doing. They were basically running neck and neck. You want to say that about John Cena and Randy Orton, that they have the same thing, but you really, because Cena's 15 times, Randy Orton is 12 times, but they fought probably as many times, if not more, than The Rock and Stone Cold. And unfortunately, it just doesn't have the same flavor as Rock and Stone Cold.
You can't compare Rock and Stone Cold to Cena and Orton, no. Can't do that. Because every time The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin went up against each other...
I'm playing the McDonald's thing. Let me see if I won. Please let it be Park Place. Please let it be Park Place. $100,000. That's what I'm trying to win. They used to put it on the fries, but now they're just so cheap, they put it on the cup now. Alright. It says play till October 27th. Well, let's see. It says Electric Company. Well. Oh my God, didn't I say Park Place? I said gonna be Park Place. What else? What else do I need? I think I need Boardwalk. Huh. Hallelujah. Anyway.
Yeah, every time Stone Cold and The Rock hooked up, you know, it was awesome match. Very excited. People were excited to see it. Cena and Orton, you know, those times they were feuding for the WWE Championship, nice. But you know, eventually you just kind of like, oh, Cena. And Orton.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't as the magnitude wasn't there like Rock and Stone Cold. I'll go far as say it wasn't there as Rock Triple H. It just. It didn't have that same flair, like, oh, I want to see them because they done fought so many times. So it's like we got it. It's like the best guy to put up against John Cena is Bray Wyatt. That's it. The best guy to put and not play the dumb angle about you got to embrace the hate, come to the dark side, be evil like me. No, stop doing that. That's stupid. Everybody keeps trying that. The same thing. It's that cartoon again with the same picture going back and forth every 3 seconds. Stop doing that. Just let them fight. Because technically, if it wasn't for Daniel Bryan, that feud really never ended. The feud never really ended. So right now, the best guy to hook up with John Cena is Bray Wyatt. Number one, you'll have the hype because everyone likes Bray Wyatt. He's up and coming. You love the dude has mad mic skills. The dude can wrestle. The dude that shoots great promos. John Cena, we don't like him, so we got somebody to boo, and we got somebody to root against Cena with. So I mean, it works because if Bray Wyatt and John Cena are in the main event of Raw, yeah, everybody's tuning in to Raw because they want to see Bray Wyatt. They want to see John Cena get double teamed, triple teamed, or whatever. They want to see John Cena get humiliated, whatever. Not him and Randy Orton again.
Well, let's say they do feud again. Will it have the same hype as it did the first time, or will it be like, we already seen this?
What?
If Cena and Bray Wyatt feud again.
Because Bray Wyatt is very good, and think about it. After he lost to Cena, he says, I'm reborn. And he went after Chris Jericho. After he beat Jericho, he says, I'm reborn. And I'm releasing Harper and I'm releasing Rover. You said free. So,
someone else
so now he's reborn again. And I guess we're going to meet Sister Abigail now because they keep showing a pregnant woman. So, I don't know. That's my opinion. I don't think Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton can go on his own. And I think, matter of fact, I would love to see Randy Orton and Cesaro go at it. Those two match up perfectly. The match that Randy Orton Roman Reigns had, great. The match that Randy Orton, first of all, Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler, was that Monday? Mm-hmm. Match of the night.
Yep.
Especially the way that it ended.
It started up kind of slow, but then it picked up.
And I got to give you guys a question. Who did it better? The RKO or the Diamond Cutter? Because I love Diamond Dallas Page, and he can hit the Diamond Cutter on you anywhere. But I gotta say, when Randy Orton started doing it, I don't know. At first, I was like, "Oh, come on, he's stealing DDP's move." But
Orton can hit Diamond Cutter out of anywhere.
Now Orton hit it off a ladder, hit it off a cage, he hits it in the middle of the air. DDP ain't ever do that, so I'm gonna have to get an edge to Randy Orton on the RKO over the Diamond Cutter. Diamond Cutter, baby. Now the Diamond Cutter has gone to this. The Gold Star. So what's next?
We had a Divas match. Had a Divas match.
Who cares?
Then it was as we said, it was Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton. Match of the night.
Match of the night. Very excited for that match.
Seth Rollins again. He came out and watched because Randy Orton's like, Randy Orton's like, I'm better than Seth Rollins, whatever like that. After the match, he curve stomps Ziggler. Then we got Swagger and Rollins,
Which didn't make sense at all. Didn't make any sense at all because if you look at it, they're trying to start a feud between Rollins or whatever.
it's interesting because
even at the end they were all together and like this, that, together. So
it's weird because at 1 minute they're at each other's throats saying who's better, and then the next minute you see them they're working together again. So I don't get it. All right, so then we had Swagger and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins went by roll up, and then Randy Orton comes in and RKO's Jack Swagger. Alright, so then we had the match that I was looking forward to last week, but didn't happen because Big Show was suspended. And that was Big Show versus Rusev. So, the match, Big Show's dominating the first half. Then Rusev comes back. He's starting to dominate. He's got Big Show in the accolade. Then all of a sudden Mark Henry comes down. I'm like, alright, Mark Henry's coming down for the distraction. Rusev's going to get up and attack him. And then Big Show's going to turn around and Big Show's going to knock him out. And that's it.
I had no excitement or desire.
That did not happen. Rusev won by disqualification.
To see that match.
So Rusev has still not been pinned or anything like that. But I just saw earlier before we started the show that Big Show and Rusev will be at Hell in a Cell fighting each other.
Of course. And as we know, Rusev is going to win.
Alright, so then we...
I wonder if my cord... I hope the cord did, because the cord is behind this daggone wall. And the only way to get it is go through the wall on the other side. I ain't got time for that.
So then we had Sheamus versus The Miz. Again, because of Damien Mizdow, Sheamus loses again to The Miz, this time by count out. And again, the people are still cheering for Damien Mizdow just because he's funny doing his thing.
He's not funny.
They're sitting here out there laughing and they're cheering.
I know they're thinking it's funny because it's like...
it's... But even then still, Jerry Lawler, but they was like, what's he doing?
It's stupid.
It's getting the crowd attention.
It's stupid.
It's getting their attention and the crowd loves it. They're cheering for Damien Mizdow, and I'm pretty sure he loves it too.
How much does Damien Sandow make?
Alright, so then we had a 6 Diva tag team match, whatever. Then we had Cena versus Dean Ambrose. It was no disqualification. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna see Dean Ambrose do what he does, go all crazy out on Cena, get the chairs, like a bunch of chairs out in the middle of the ring, do whatever. We ain't get none of that. It was just a normal match.
Who?
Between Cena and Ambrose. It was just a normal match, except there was no disqualification, no count out.
But for me, it wasn't even a match of the night. There was just...
I mean, and even though Randy Orton came down to the ring, Triple H and them was at the ring. It was funny because they were just like, when Ambrose got near Randy, he was just like, yo, go to the contract, go, go, go. And then Ambrose just clocked him. It was funny. He was like, bah. But Cena loses, and it's Ambrose versus Rollins at Hell in a Cell, just like I predicted. And it's going to be Cena and Orton inside of Hell in a Cell. So now we definitely know for sure there will be no Brock Lesnar.
How do we know that?
Who else we going to face? Who we going to face?
Is it been confirmed?
It should be confirmed by now.
No, that Brock Lesnar is not going to be at
they still have no plans for him. So hopefully we'll see him at Survivor Series.
Okay, so it says here, Sandow makes $450,000. So he's making $450,000 doing nothing.
Doing his comedic act.
He comes down and shadow boxes, and he may take a boot to the face every now and then. That's it. $450,000. Again, who's stealing money in the WWE? I still number one at the top of my list is Khali, because all he does is get to stand there. At least Damien Sandow gets to walk to the ring and act stupid. Khali just stands there
making money. Making money. Making money.
Okay. I ain't say I was hating him, but I'm just saying he's stealing money for doing nothing.
Oh,
He's stealing money for acting dumb. Khali is stealing money for doing nothing. If they fire Khali, they can get Brodus Clay back, and they can get Drew McIntyre back, and probably a couple other people back.
All right. Also, at Hell in a Cell is going to be Sheamus and The Miz for the United States Championship.
I don't like this feud. This goes to show you that the guys don't know what they're doing. Who wants to? The Miz has no drawing power.
No, but he has beaten him thanks to Sandow like 2 or 3 times now.
Okay, but how long is that gonna play? How long is that gonna fly?
More than likely, we'll probably either, I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I don't know if they're gonna have Miz win or if they're gonna have Sheamus win. I don't know. But all right, so we're gonna go to SmackDown. 15th anniversary of SmackDown. Big weekend. So SmackDown kicks off with Stephanie McMahon, the first SmackDown general manager to the ring, talking about the 15 great years.
Hey guys, let's just move it along.
All right.
Cause he be giving us the play-by-play, He gives us word for word, verbatim. And she stood there and she said, and this, and then Teddy Long came down. He said this, and then this, that, and the other. And then what's the name came down? He said this, and I was like, but then he came down. He said that we just been doing that.
All right. So Stephanie came out, said what she had to say. John Laurinaitis came out, said what he had to say. Teddy Long came out and said what he had to say. So, in my mind, I think Teddy Long is the best general manager of SmackDown ever, but you know.
Nah, I think what's the name is the best GM ever. Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman.
So, they have a 15-man tag team match tonight. First time ever. Adam Rose comes down to the ring, and he's telling Stephanie, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. So he has to face Kane now. Kane beats him. He tries to go after the bunny, but all the rosebuds stop him, which is now officially Adam Rose's first loss.
Okay.
All right, so then we had.
Hello? Hey.
Who's the man?
Nothing, sitting in the kitchen.
You're supposed to be taking Grace into
Who the man? Who the man?
Then we had.
You are to be on your way.
Then we had AJ
Go now.
versus Alicia Fox.
Now.
I love
AJ won by submission.
Okay, how many times you tell her?
Kofi Kingston versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wins that match. Just completely destroys Kofi Kingston.
What happened to Kofi? Where is Kofi? I did see something.
They're still talking about this whole getting him, Biggie, and Xavier Woods together.
Yeah.
But nothing's happening.
No, I saw an article where Kofi said that they're actually doing it, but they're trying to see what kind of response they're trying to. First of all, I don't think that you're going to get any type of response by doing the Nation of Domination. There's certain things that's good for one time and one time only. DX was great when it came out. It was great.
They can keep doing it though.
No, they can't.
Yes, they did.
No, they can't.
But they did.
No, they did it, but it's come on.
It's DX.
It's DX is something that was unique, and it was great when they first did it. It was great when they brought it back. It didn't quite have the same flair as it once did in the DX version 2. Version 2 meaning the New Age Outlaws with Triple H, X-Pac, and China.
That's because they went from X-rated to just comedic.
No.
Comedy.
They were still doing X-rated stuff. But when they brought it back again, it was like, okay, it was cool to see the reunion. But it's not something that...
with the McMahon.
No, because, Shawn's losing hair, and Triple H is old. He definitely Road Dogg is old. Billy Gunn, I don't know how much more blonde gel he got or whatever. He can't do it anymore. It ain't gonna work anymore. It's just not. It's basically like when they tried to bring back Evolution. It just didn't work. It's had its run.
You didn't have everybody there, first of all.
You did have everybody there.
Where was Ric Flair?
Ric Flair wasn't there, but still, Ric Flair came out and he endorsed Roman Reigns, so he was there. So my point is certain things that you can bring back, but you can't bring back the Nation of Domination. You're gonna have to come up with something different. You can maybe have us be similar, but you definitely can't have, oh, we're the new nation. No, they need to come up with something else or whatever. They can come up with P2P, power to the people. Power to the people. But I personally don't think it's going to work. I think they are underutilizing Kofi Kingston. We've seen what this man can do, and I'm not talking about all his Battle Royal highlights. I'm talking about when this man was Intercontinental Champion, when he was US champion,
Tag team champion.
when he was Tag Team Champion. The man is a great performer, and he's been underutilized. The feud between him and Randy Orton, legendary. The feud between him and Dolph Ziggler, legendary. The feud between him and The Miz, legendary. The feud between him and Wade Barrett, legendary. Yo, he hasn't made it to that thing. I think he's a top mid-carder, but some of his matches were main event status, main event matches. But to put him like this,
I remember when he was in a Survivor Series match, and he was the last one on his team, and he took out both CM Punk and Randy Orton in like 6 seconds.
Well, I just don't. Kofi doesn't have good mic skills in my book. He has good wrestling skills. Mic skills, no.
That's why you need R-Truth in the mix, because he can speak for you.
R-Truth need to know where city he's in.
Alright, so then we had Rusev versus Ziggler. It's a pretty good match. But Rusev ended up winning by submission, of course. Then we had The Rock and Triple H, a promo for what happened after Raw. You know, them going back and forth, teasing, you know, them doing a WrestleMania match, whatever like that. So, then we had the 15-man tag team match. I really don't like big tag team match because they get kind of boring because mostly the dominant evil team, they mostly dominate the match, whatever like that. But the only interesting part about that was Cesaro finally did the swing again. He did the swing and everyone was like, oh snap, he doing the swing, he doing the swing. And I was like, he the swing? So, you know.
And it's almost looking like he's coming back in the middle.
They're trying to bring him back up. And so, you know, the good guys, you know, they win. So Teddy Long is pronounced the best general manager of SmackDown ever because of the match. Then we had Miz TV with Cena and Ambrose. They basically just yelled at each other. Then they attacked the Miz, and then Cena AA'd Ambrose, and that was it. I was really hoping to see, you know, what do you call him? The Rock on SmackDown, because, you know, if it wasn't for The Rock, there would be no SmackDown. And I was hoping to kind of see Brock Lesnar, because, you know, back in his dominant days.
I really do think that I think you really need to strip Brock Lesnar of the title. I mean, who does that? You have a title. I can't remember in WWE history.
Daniel Bryan. Remember they waited a while before they stripped him.
No, I'm talking about where you got a pay-per-view where the title or the champion is not even being defended, or the title or the champion's not even in the pay-per-view. Whether he's not defending it, he's not even in the pay-per-view. I mean, come on. What kind of mess is that? If the man was in the Hell in the Cell and he wasn't defending the title, okay.
I say wait till after Hell in a Cell. If we still don't see Brock Lesnar after that, you need to strip him.
No, he needs to be stripped before.
Let's just wait now. Hold on. I'm saying, because, I mean, unless they come up with something last minute, which they can't really do, but night after Hell in a Cell, that Monday Night Raw, if we don't see Brock Lesnar, if we don't see Paul Heyman, then we know for sure that he needs to get stripped of the title because he's not defending it because he wants to stay at home or because the WWE creative team can't think of anything for him. Which is dumb considering the contract that they just got for him, meaning they can use it whenever they want. We got news on Kurt Angle finally after a while.
I didn't see anything like that.
What? I saw it on Bleacher Report.
I didn't see it on the Bleacher Report.
I did. It was this week. They said he's negotiating for a part-time contract with the WWE because he feels like his body can't handle a full-time contract, whatever like that. But at the same time, he's also negotiating with TNA with a contract too. But like he said, whatever contract he gets will be his last. So hopefully WWE can bring him in so he can have his last final run so we can say goodbye.
Kurt Angle. Because I don't believe it, because I looked on Bleacher Report today. I didn't see anything about Kurt Angle. Anyway, so I think that's just about it. I'm checking. Angle wants a part-time deal. I mean, give him in a part-time deal. If you give Brock what he's doing, first of all, I think they should do it that way for the simple fact that if you're not going to go back to the brands, Raw versus SmackDown, then you ought to have part-time guys like Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, who don't go to house shows, but only show up on the
live shows.
The live shows, Raw and SmackDown. But what that does, it gives the other guys opportunities to show their skills and get notoriety, get some exposure. So if you're not going to bring back the brand, which I think they should, then they need to hire part-time guys and give the younger guys like I'll say Brodus Clay, like Bray Wyatt and Cesaro, the other these guys, more exposure.
Okay, also one more thing, a couple more things. Daniel Bryan, he may possibly have to have Tommy John surgery because he has gotten no strength back in his arm after he had neck surgery.
In his arm?
Yeah. Have no.
Why does he need to get Tommy John surgery? Tommy John surgeries is what baseball players give him when they throw out their arm. So why does he have to get something for his arm when he had neck surgery?
Bryan's nerve strength in his arm has not returned since undergoing minimal invasive neck surgery. Because of that, it's possible that he'll have to undergo Tommy John surgery. So, that could mean he's out for another couple of months, meaning if he won't be back by the meaning he won't probably be back by the Rumble, meaning he won't be at WrestleMania, meaning Daniel Bryan could be done. Which is a shame because, he's had a pretty good career, but it's kind of early. It'd be sad to see him go.
Well, I'm reading here that the WWE offered him a full-time contract.
Yeah, he didn't want it.
But he turned it down because he wants a part-time. I think, again, it would be stupid. If you're going to give Brock Lesnar a part-time, I mean, especially everything that Kurt Angle did. He did a 360, a flip off the top of a cage. Forgot what pay-per-view it was, but he did. The man put his body on the line for the company. It's time for the company to give the man show the man some respect and say, hey, you know what? You did for. I mean, look at what Shawn Michaels did. Undertaker hurt his back. Owen Hart ruins Stone Cold's thing. So these guys put their body on the line week in and week out. If they're older and they can't wrestle that schedule anymore, you have to respect that and say, you know what you did for us during the Attitude Era, you helped make us money. We're going to give you money back, and we're going to work this deal out with you. I mean, come on, you could definitely make up you don't have to be. If he works just every Monday and Friday, or 3 times a week versus 5 days a week or whatever.
Or you can just have him do what Brock does, just have him show.
So I mean,
a couple days a month.
And he's just working a part-time schedule. I think that's
fine with me.
That's fine, because I mean, him not being at a house show, come on. I mean, he can show up at a couple house shows, but like if the house show was in New York, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, somewhere in Texas, in the big venues, yeah, you gotta show up there. That's our biggest crowds, whatever. So that's about it for our thing.
Wait, there's one more thing, but you may not agree with this.
So Stephen J.
I saw this.
And Simply Steve.
Hold on, just wait.
We're done talking about wrestling. Peace.
Okay, this right here. John Cena is the most generous main event star of all time.
I already said that.
No. I mean, like, letting guys...
That's bull crap.
Letting young guys go ahead.
That's bull crap. No, he's not.
This guy right here, who does this,
Is it Justin LeBar?
is Big Nasty.
No, I read his article. He's absolutely... Sorry, Big Nasty. You're big wrong. John Cena is not. And, man, just look, YouTube these shoots on YouTube. And everyone will tell you John Cena is not. See, Chris Jericho said it, or was it Edge that? No, it was Edge that said it that when they tried to get Wade Barrett over. John Cena didn't want to do it.
That was one time, but you got to think back. Okay, he did it with, and one of the things that was Big Nash said was RVD. He let it happen with Daniel Bryan. He let it happen.
He didn't let it happen with Daniel Bryan. He had to get surgery.
Still let it happen. He could have won the match.
He had to get surgery.
Wait, remember though, he could have won the match, and then Randy Orton could have came and cashed it on him.
It doesn't count. He had to get surgery, so he wasn't going to be wrestling soon. He was out for 3 months. So I mean, come on.
Okay, I'm saying Triple H still could have did the same thing he did to Cena. He did to Bryan.
Okay, you can't say he's generous because he gave the belt. He did the job to Daniel Bryan. He had to get surgery.
All right, well he did Ambrose last night.
Okay, then question this: how come he didn't do it for Ryback? Ryback, because he faced Ryback for the title.
Why didn't he do it when CM Punk was champ?
So again, how come he didn't? You bringing up CM Punk?
You know what I'm saying? When CM Punk, he had just as much as a good chance of beating him when he had with Cena.
No, CM Punk was riding high, and yeah,
he was heel though.
Okay, but my point, no, when he won the title, he was in the middle. He was in the middle. He wasn't no face. He wasn't no heel. He was in the middle.
This is when he was in line with Heyman.
Boy, again, when he went up against Cena, yeah, he lost because whenever you go up against John Cena, you have to be the bad guy. You can't just be in the middle. You always have to be the bad guy.
Daniel Bryan
was the exception.
Ambrose.
That's now.
Rob Van Dam.
That's now. I don't even remember Rob Van Dam facing him.
Back when he became WWE champion.
Who, Rob Van Dam?
Yes.
Again, that was back before John Cena actually had any pull or leeway in the company.
Well, you know, I'm not saying I agree with him, but I'm just saying something interesting that Big Nasty has said.
No, and I disagree with what he's saying, that he is not the most generous superstar.
Because he was like, Hulk Hogan barely did it. He was like, Stone Cold never hardly ever lost. The Rock had to leave and go to Hollywood, so, you know, he couldn't really do that for anybody. You know, Triple H, you know, why would he give that up? He's but the boss's daughter.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels, he's the Heartbreak Kid.
Okay, so you're going to say Cena did it? No. Cena didn't do it. A lot of times that Cena lost, Cena left because he was hurt.
I didn't say I agreed with him. I just thought that was something interesting.
It's not interesting. He's wrong. Big Nasty, big wrong.
All right, y'all. That's it.
I really do think you a John Cena fan now.
I'm not. See, I just respect him for what he's done.
Whatever. I respect him for what he's done too. But now it's time to see CHANGE. Change. Show me your versatility. Change. Let me see more than off the ring, shoulder block, off the ring, shoulder block. Oh, people there, you can't see me, five knuckles. And he don't even do that right no more. The first one was this. Now was just come on. Who wants to see the 10 moves that he has? The 10 moves. that he has. We're tired
He shows
of
the guy 3 times. He slams him down, goes to the rope, does that whole thing. He come off, go like that,
and it's over. It's over.
Then he goes for the attitude adjustment.
It's Hulk Hogan again. You.
Okay, well,
Boom.
okay, well, let's take
Leg drop. Pin. 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
it's
but,
over.
But then we have to go Roman Reigns. He does the kick in the face when they're laying on the rope. Then he goes for the Superman punch, and then he goes for the spear.
And if, again,
Then there's
that's
Randy
all
Orton.
you have.
Then Randy Orton, he goes for that whole DDT on the middle rope,
No,
and then he goes
Randy
for the
Orton has been changing it up lately. Now they're starting to get Dean Ambrose doing the same thing, where he goes through the rope and comes back with the thing. The first time that he did that was like, oh wow, that was hot. The second time was like, it's not as effective as it was the day before. And now it's like, come on, how many predicaments? It's kind of like the 3-6-9. How many times you really going to get a guy into that ropes for you to go ahead and do your little spin thing? It doesn't work because you can't. I need something different.
We don't even know what happened to Rey Mysterio. Where he at?
He's hurt.
He hurt. He just no.
He's
hurt. I know what he is. He trying
hurt.
to get out of his WWE contract, but they ain't letting him.
Why?
Cause they say he ain't put in enough days for his contract, so they extended his contract longer, so he's still trying to get out of it.
Okay. Why is he trying to get out?
Cause he wants to leave.
Why does he want to leave?
Cause he said he's done. But they extended his contract. Like, no, you didn't do anything.
Well, if he's not wrestling, then he's not getting paid.
He's not wrestling house shows. He's just I don't know what he's doing.
All right. Well, again, I don't care. I never liked Rey Mysterio anyway because they never had him go up against Sin Cara. So I mean, again, come on, whatever. So for Stevie J,
it's only 30 seconds.
And for Simply Steve, we're done talking about wrestling this time. Y'all like the way I shut him down. Shut up. Peace.